Please make sure to like this video and subscribe. I wanted to come on and talk about a discussion that I was somewhat eavesdropping on. I recently, today, had 4 passengers in the car, and listening to their conversation, it almost made me sick to my stomach. So the conversation went like this. This lady, one of the ladies, was a public school teacher, and she's talking about a 36-year-old friend of hers who just got pregnant, and it's her first pregnancy. Apparently, this lady had a couple of miscarriages and had been trying for quite some time to get pregnant. Well, they've determined that the baby has Down syndrome, apparently. And the baby is around 26 weeks. And the 2 ladies were commenting how it was such a shame that, she would have to give birth to a child with Down syndrome, and how hard on the parents it was going to be, and to paraphrase, how inconvenient it was going to be for the parents, and how it was going to affect the quality of their life, etc., etc. These are the types of people that are teaching our children in public schools. If you have children in public schools, I would suggest, if you have any other means possible, to get them out of public schools, because these are the types of people that are educating our children today. There was no discussion whatsoever of the torture and the cruelty of an abortion procedure. They were lamenting that this lady was 26 weeks along, and therefore she couldn't have an abortion because you can't have one after 23 weeks, according to the law. Of course, they left open the possibility that if it was legal after 26 weeks, there'd be no problem with having an abortion. So this is the type of thinking that we have in our society. And these are people that are quite well off, supposedly educated, and they had no issue whatsoever with terminating a pregnancy at 26 weeks. There was no discussion of the rights of the baby. I just think it's a reflection of what we see in our society today. People that claim to be educated, that deny science, which says that human life begins at conception, but there's absolutely no thought put into the fact that at 26 weeks, you have, just recently there was a case where a baby was delivered at 26 weeks. I forget the exact situation, but the baby is now, I think, is somewhere in the 50-something week range, and is a perfectly healthy baby. It was kept alive in an incubator. People today, they just put no thought whatsoever, or, maybe they purposely don't put any thought into it, but they celebrate when they find out the gender of the baby. They celebrate, and this is a baby still inside the womb. But yet a few weeks before, they have no problem, most people, they have no problem going and putting that baby to death through the abortion procedure. Just listening to this conversation disgusted me, but I just wanted to relay that story to you because I think it really goes to show where we're at in American society and American culture, and how people think in regards to abortion. It's just no big deal to them. They really have no issue with putting a perfectly healthy child, or even a child with Down syndrome, as if Down syndrome, was something to be ashamed of almost. The only thought is, how is it going to inconvenience me as a person, and how it's going to affect my life? There's no thoughts on how it's going to affect the baby's life. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now.